Now let us come to the nest part. I don't think anybody has ever done that. There are total 22 versions of Nest available on their website from 2007 to 2023. Nest in recent years it has been conducted in 2 shifts. So there are 2 session papers available. So the total versions is 22 number. And total MCQs, if you count, including the multiple select questions, where more than one options may be right, there are some 347 questions per subject. Okay. Now this number is an odd number here because they keep on varying the number of questions. Okay. They keep on varying the number of questions, but unlike IISc Aptitude, but this year there will be 20 questions. We'll also see that part. Yes. Now let us go to this analysis of Nest maths. Just go through this. Remember that there are total 22 papers. So the number that you see in the second column divided by 22 to get the average number of questions that are there in Nest. Okay, again, there's no surprise that functions, 2D geometry, derivatives, determinants and integration, they dominate. But functions is the most popular topic, which I find, with 71 questions. I mean, without functions, you cannot solve that. Okay, you need to know the domain, you need to know the range of some standard functions, you need to know the idea of graphs of function, periodicity, composite functions, piecewise defined functions. There's so much to study there in functions. Okay? Of course, then 2D geometry is there, derivatives are there, 3D geometry is there, determinants are there, integration is there, complex numbers. So more or less the same topics which we had in IISc. But there are some topics like permutations and combinations, properties of NCR formulae, circular permutations, other things. They're there. Then probability is there. Again, no question on random variables. Okay, no question on random variables. All questions are based on Bayes theorem, conditional probability, addition theorem, multiplication theorem. Okay, trigonometry is of course there. Trigonometry is of course there. Then sets and relations is there, sequences and series. And okay, one thing which I particularly find interesting about Nest is they also ask questions from school level geometry. Okay, they will ask you questions from school level geometry, meaning they will not frame the question in the 2D coordinate geometry format. I don't know whether you have seen Nest papers, but this is something which stands out for Nest papers. I don't see much of geometry questions in IISc aptitude test, but there will definitely be one question, and they say that in their PDF, at least in the 2022 PDF they said, the official document, that some questions may be based on the school level geometry. Now don't think that the difficulty level will be school level. No, only the things that on which the question is based. It could be similarity of triangles, it could be basic proportionality theorem, it could be the property of angle bisector. Okay, it could be the property of ortho, center or altitudes. Everything is there, but triangle inequality, but it's based on the school level geometry. Inscribed angle theorem is there. Okay, there have been questions on that also. And then again binomial theorem, differential equations, and only one question on logic. In some books logic is termed as reasoning. Okay, which is there in 11th standard NCRT. In some boards, like in Maharashtra State Board, logic is in 12th standard. Okay, so good news is more or less it's the same as IISc aptitude test, but one thing that stands out is the geometry problem at the school level. Okay, but of course on a slightly difficult note. All right.